happens when you're locked out of your car on campus and call University Police? Glady Quisada tries to find out.
Now that UT Brownsville and Texas Southmost College have separated, University Police say there's a line between the two schools they will not cross. Or will they? During a town hall meeting last November, graduate physics student Joey Martinez asked UT Brownsville's top administrators who he should call, TSC Security or University Police, if something happens to me. UTB President Juliet V. Garcia and Provost Alan Artebees told Martinez that a UTB student's parking permit should be honored on both the Texas Southmost College side and the UTB side.
As a UT Brownsville student, you should call UT Brownsville Security. And you should have that number on your cell phone, and you should be able to just get to them quickly. They'll find you whether you're on the TSC side, actually, or if you're at 2 blocks from here. They will respond to the call.
So it's not like those stories you see in television that, oh, I can't help you because you crossed the counter. Here, your UTB student card means that you can call the UTB police and they will respond to you wherever you are.
But that is not what happened around 6:30 p.m. January 24th when Amanda Arredondo, a UT Brownsville sophomore biology major and reporter for the Collegian, discovered she was locked out of her car and called UTB police for help.
My initial thought was to call campus police because I had heard that they unlocked the cars for us if we left our keys there. So I called them and they told me they couldn't help me because I was parked at the Barnes & Noble bookstore and apparently it's TSC property.
Asked why University Police were not able to assist Arredondo, UTB Dean of Students Doug Stoves replied.
The lockout service is something that our campus police does as a courtesy. It's not a required service. It's something that they do provide on our campus. But they don't have the ability to go out and do that outside of this campus. And unfortunately, because of where the student was parked, which is outside Barnes and Noble, that becomes an issue, as it relates to do they provide that service through that security company, and apparently they don't.
In an interview Friday afternoon, Artebees said that a lockout is not an emergency. Therefore, University Police is not required to help.
And if she had stated that she was afraid for whatever reason, that it was an emergency, that she had no other way to be helped, we would have responded.
At 4:14 p.m. January 14th, Collegian reporter Ana Cavazos photographed a student being arrested by UTB police in the same parking lot where Arredondo locked herself out of her car. We showed photographs of the arrest and Arredondo's car in the same parking lot to Artebees and Assistant Provost Ben Reina, and asked why it was okay for a UTB officer to arrest a UTB student on TSC property, but not okay for a UTB officer to help a UTB student on the TSC property.
I don't know the circumstances around this, but he was presumably a suspect in some. We don't worry about jurisdiction then, just like I said in the town hall meeting. But for a parking issue, come on, it's her fault. Why are we responsible for...
Because somebody needs to speak up for the students. It so happens that...
Fine, go talk to TSC.
Reina said University Police offer lockout services to students as a courtesy. However, the courtesy line is drawn when the UTB student is parked on TSC property.
Well, because TSC has what TSC does is that they have their property and they manage it the way that they determine to be the best way, right? We continue to operate on our property the way we've always done, to include offering those 2 services, because we probably have more people that need jumper cables, especially during the cold weather, than we do lockout.
Garcia declined several requests from the Collegian for an interview on the issue. We called the president's office on January 27th and emailed Garcia on Wednesday. When she did not respond to the email requesting an interview, this reporter called the president's cell phone number on Thursday.
You were doing it in the appropriate way. This is not the appropriate way through a cell phone. So what is it that you're not getting? Because I know you have an appointment to talk to other people. Doug Stoves, for example.
We responded that Stoves answered some questions, but the newspaper had more.
During the town hall meeting, you said that UTB security would be able to help students, and UTB police totally contradicted what you said. So that's why I would like to speak with you.
Okay, Well, I'm preparing for a meeting right now. Let me set up a time and we'll get together.
Later, Angela Caberline McCauley, assistant to the president for communications, called this reporter and said the Collegian should talk to Artebis and Reina instead. TSC Administrators President Lily Tercero, Vice President for Student Services Mike Shannon, and Vice President of Finance and Administration Chet Lewis did not return calls requesting interviews. After no response from TSC's administration, we asked American Investigations and Security International, which provides security for TSC, where their office is located. They said we could find them in Tandy 116, but when our crew visited their office, we discovered that their doors were locked and no one responded after several knocks. Trey Mendez, secretary of the TSC Board of Trustees, said he was unaware that AISI does not offer the lockout service to students.
I mean, they're there to provide security. Security may or may not encompass opening a car for a student. I don't know, but I don't know why those services aren't offered.
The trustee said UTB and TSC do not have any security agreements. Reporting for the Collegian News, I'm Clady Quesada.